I found the announcement, frankly, to be a bit of a trap, and I want to explain what I mean by that. The trap is that recognition would take place, but no policy steps thereafter that would really put pressure on the Israelis to stop the occupation of that state would follow. That's a trap. And I say trap very clearly because I think a previous trap was frankly, the peace process. When the Oslo Accords were signed, I think they were built off of a lot of goodwill and good faith, but a major flaw, which the Norwegians themselves recognized, was that there was no accountability mechanism within the Oslo Accords to hold to account people or individuals or entities or states that violated international law. Then this just becomes a rhetorical tool so that you can show politically that you're doing something. But actually, on the ground, very little is changing. And on the contrary, it became a cover. So you had more settlements built in the occupied West Bank during the period of the peace process than you did before. That's just talking about the structural elements of statehood that we're considering right now. It doesn't bring into the equation the genocidal war that is taking place on Gaza. What does this have to say about that? And I think that these things have to be kept in the picture. I wrote a piece in the Financial Times early in the summer, which I think still holds, that goes into this. It's all about the fact that, yes, recognize the state of Palestine, but make sure that there's something to be recognized, that we're not simply going to be recognizing a graveyard. That's not my phrase, by the way. The recognition of a graveyard phrase actually comes from the former Israeli ambassador to Paris, who wrote an open letter to President Macron saying that if you don't exact consequences and a price on the Israelis, then what you may end up recognizing is simply a graveyard. And I think that's a very important warning.